Alright guys, I am back from my quick break, and I am attempting to prepare for this journey and the building process. Right now I've got more pressure plates than I need, probably not enough repeaters, more redstone torches than I need, I think exactly as many sticking pistons as I require, and plenty of redstone. You can tell I've been mixing potions, my potions, not Notch's potions. And they're basically Notch's potions, except for they're just easier to make. Um, so now I've got almost everything I need, and the one thing that I'm really missing for this equation is look at my wood supply is completely dwindled. Um, the raw materials for the actual structure itself. So what I'm gonna need is to make a few more pistons. I made this joiner and breaker solvent. Where'd I put those? Where did I put those? Well, that was dumb. Ah, there they are. Okay. I made the joiner and breaker solvent because I'm going to need some sand, and I'm going to do some lateral transmutation here. Yeah. It's pricey. So I used all of my joiner and breaker solvent, and I made 7 stacks of sand. So I'm doing pretty good on sand now. That was fairly expensive for both of those, just so you know. Let me see here. Okay, now I've got a decent little stash of sand that I can use later. It's a strange place to keep my shovel of renewal, I know. So yeah. Stashing this. I can always use more sand, because I can always use more glass. And I'll probably need it later when I'm doing some fancy pants designs or something. So now, I've got myself my pistons, pressure plates. I'm definitely going to need more of those. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is, this project table never gets used. What I'm going to go ahead and do now is create some more furnaces, because I'm impatient. Extremely impatient. And I think 6 should be good. Alright. And up at the top here I'll have my alloy furnace just in case. Now I'm going to go ahead and make some more smooth stone because I'm being fancy, and part of being fancy is making stuff look nice. So using a lot of coal here, using an awful lot of cobblestone, using an awful lot of redstone. And really I'm just hoping that this pays off and I don't lose all of these resources, because this is a pretty massive investment that I've just made. All in all, everything put together is pretty expensive. So while that's cooking up, I think I'll toy around with my quasitum just a little bit, and maybe try and nab a few more discoveries if I can. See what I get here. Not a... Okay. Well, that's going. Gonna take care of this annoying spider. Hi, spider. You missed. Yeah, I know you felt that. Alright. Spiders annoy the hell out of me. Okay. And I think I got just enough space to harvest all this reed. I really wish I had a quicker way to harvest all this. I know in one of my worlds, not using this seed, but a different world entirely, I actually had a Red Power 2 system for farming reeds, but it was ridiculously expensive for what it did. I was kind of stupidly rich, so I just made a whole ton of block breakers that sit on the very top and destroy that third section of reed as it grew to the maximum height, and it's a complete waste of iron and redstone. For a system like this, it would be far better to oh, you're mad now because it's nighttime. I forgot. Oh crap. Okay. That is probably gonna make stuff spawn. It's a thunderstorm too, I think. It looks really dark. Please just don't let a creeper pop out and get me at the last minute, because I'm holding all of this stuff. I really should be more careful. Okay. And last section. Alright, I'm good. And instead of immediately turning all this into paper, I'm actually going to go ahead and hold on to some of it, because I've got quite a lot of paper. But later on I'll be needing sugar too, so I'm going to go ahead and just stash this. Try and stay organized today, unlike usually. Alright, so, see how that theory is doing. It is complete. I already know about the magic that is the Wand of Bone. Go ahead and put that in there. I got lucky. See if I do it again. Nope. Okay. Get rid of you. Give me something good. Oh, well, that is good, actually. Eldritch is kind of hard to come by. So, you know, sometimes you just get super lucky and it keeps duplicating itself, and then eventually it will piss itself out, but... yeah. I had one time where I put in one and I ended up getting like 6 of each, because it just kept succeeding. It was pretty cool. But, alright, in just a second we'll check on the furnaces, and we'll see how my sand is turning to glass. A bow of bone, huh? Alright, that actually sounds pretty awesome. I tend to use bows a lot. Since I made my caster, I've become a little bit more reliant on my firearm, but bows are actually one of my favorite things in Minecraft to use, so I may actually have to try his bow out for a change. But the caster is probably comparable to the musket of Balkan's weapons mod with the whole one-shot thing, except for I'm not really sure how the bullets compare. I think if I were to actually sit down and look at the mechanics, I would find mine is overpowered compared to his, which wouldn't surprise me at all. That's how I usually am. But I still have a lot of fun with mine, so I don't care. Bow of bone, there you go. See if I get any fragments out of that. Furnaces take way too long. Very slow furnace. Okay, here's what I don't need to carry. Don't need all this wood on me. And I don't really need to carry sticks. Here in a second, I'm not going to need to carry these fragments either. See if we got lucky, yeah. So, with the cobblestone generator and a blaze farm, I will have infinite matter and infinite fuel. The only thing that's really stopping me is that I don't have equivalent exchange, so I'm going to have to rely on my my solvents to do all of my transmutations for me. And no, we are not doing a torturous. Don't even waste my time. The solvents can only do so much. They're not, capable of creating everything in the game like equivalent exchanges. Philosopher's Stone can pretty much give you everything. There's just kind of a basic limit to what they can do. You saw that I was able to make sand using cobblestone. I can also make dirt, gravel, clay is another important one. And then from clay it goes to iron, and then gold, and then diamond, and that is all. I want to say there's another recipe that involves lapis, but I can't remember. Let me see if it's in my list. Okay, shaped crafting, shapeless crafting, shaped crafting. Maybe it's lapis blocks. Nope, this is it. Okay, so you can see there's the recipe for the frost shears. And, aha! Okay, so there is. 7 lapis blocks gives you 3 diamonds. So lapis has another recipe for transmutation. That's the only one, and I think that that is not backwards compatible. That is only forward, so once you get your diamonds, you can't go back to lapis, I don't believe. Alright, the sand is almost done, and once that sand is finished, got a recipe or discovery for avoiding it. I didn't even realize that these took quicksilver. I kind of refuse to break silverwood leaves by any other means than shears, because I don't know. I just prefer to make those little. You can make the silverwood log block and surround it with silverwood leaves, and it has a great effect on your local aura. So I generally use that instead, and also because you can use the leaves are a requirement in those potions to get rid of taint, and I'm actually terrified of tainted areas. I had a horrible experience with taint early on with Thaumcraft, and I decided I would prefer never to experience that again. So generally this is why I do so much research, and I don't even have a shred of Thaumcraft stuff created yet. I just do research until, basically until I know how to make a purifier, and the advanced thaumium tanks. Because the thaumium tanks save your ass, and the purifier saves your ass, so I try and get those things first before I even try and dabble in it. That way I'm prepared for the worst. It's kind of a cowardly way of going about doing it, but come on, give me at least one thing. That's too bad. Here's more evidence of the unforgiving process that is researching in Thaumcraft. Okay, now one thing I am going to need is more redstone repeaters. And I'm not going to do anything extra special with the building's design, because this building uses a massive amount of blocks. And yes, that was an Enderman. Let me see if he's in my house. Huh, 71 meters below, there's a slime spawn. That's in the ravine. Okay. It did not look like he was in my house. I feel mostly safe. Getting quite a few more repeaters, and because I am using all of my redstone torches for this, I'm gonna go ahead and go make some more redstone torches. Can never have too many of these, really. And that ought to do it. Okay. Now, I am packing a decent load of stuff with me. I'm gonna go ahead and stash my stone. Because it's always good to hang on to. And the rest of my building work is going to be done in cobble, because cobble is easy to come by. And probably going to need another pick or two. Always be prepared. Let's get 3. Sounds good. Alright. I'm gonna bring two things with me besides that. Number 1, crafting bench. Number 2, 2 chests. And the rest, straight cobblestone. Looks like I finally managed to get rid of my surplus. Okay. Now, I'm going to borrow this for a second. Oh wait, this is the wrong one. Okay, not this, but this. Okay. I need to put a switch on that, because that's kind of annoying. Oh, speaking of... I kind of forgot about these. I'm just going to keep letting it go. And 4 levers wouldn't kill me, and a few buttons would also be helpful. And you might be wondering what the block breaker's for. I'll show you in a sec. Man, I have some serious lag. Okay. Truth of the matter is, it's a lot faster to use a block breaker for obsidian than it will ever be trying to do it with a diamond pick. So, ow, sneaky bastards. They are sneaky. There's like a surplus of slimes in this area. Not just the green ones. Okay. So, it's relatively easy to do this, I think. Just need to get a good angle on it, which is hard. Okay. Got you. And it seems like kind of a pain in the ass to do this way, but this does eventually pay off. Okay. Let's make sure I've always got space for my block breaker on my bar here. And to be honest with you, it'd be faster just to use a redstone torch. There you go. Okay, so I got 3, I need a total of 10, so keep it going. I'm a little bit worried that I might find some lava, but it should be okay. Like that, see? Alright. Did I bring a bucket with me? No. I'm always doing that. Forgetting my bucket. Okay. Put you there. Is there anything I can condense momentarily, just to get rid of stuff? Yes. Okay. Like that dirt was just so important that I had to pick it up. Alright. Slowly but surely, making progress. Making sure nothing pops out and kills me. What do I got? Alright, 2 more. So yeah, you see this is absolutely faster than doing it with a pickaxe. And it keeps me from having to put any damage on my pickaxe. So, you know, it's whatever. Alright. That is all the obsidian I need. I am almost prepared. There's only one thing I need, and that is my flint and steel, and some courage, mainly, because I'm going to the nether, and I hate the nether. The nether scares me, kind of. You know, if I found a lava with all this stuff, I'd pretty much stop my Let's Play series, because, I mean, at that point, look how much crap I've already used. You know, this was mostly full. Actually, that's all, really. Just coal and redstone. You know, it's not the end of the world if I die, so I shouldn't complain. I will somehow have a life beyond Minecraft. Now let's find my flint and steel. I think it's in here. Here we go. And go ahead and put my block breaker back, since I don't need it. One of these levers was for you. Shut up. Thank you. And this right here is for you. Okay, hoping that'll give me a few more useful ones. And now what? Can anybody see anything I'm missing? Looks pretty clean to me. Alright. I'm not exactly considering this the wisest decision I've ever made, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to jump in to the nether with everything I got on me right now. I don't care about this cobblestone. I've got infinite cobblestone. Is this seriously? Oh, okay. I thought it was fully grown already. I was gonna freak out. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I know where my nether point is, and it's not a straight shot there. I've been kind of foolish about, you know, my roundabout pathways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mine to my blaze spawner, a more direct route, and to try and make it more safe for myself. So I'm going to take a break, steal myself, smoke a cigarette, whatever, and mentally prepare. And I'm going to use this chest to stash everything while I'm traveling. So I may do this off camera, I may just come back and do a video of it, but I will be back to progress the rest of the way, and I will see you guys on the other side.